So we're moving on to verse 7 of 1 John chapter 1. After the proclamation in verse 5 and then the warning in verse 6, we have a great assurance now in verse 7, where John says, "But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus, his Son, cleanses us from all sin." So we have fellowship with God. When John tells us that we have fellowship with one another, this one another is God with us and us with God. It does not mean in this instance with having fellowship with fellow believers. John has not been talking about fellowship with other believers. He's been talking about having fellowship with God. So when he says, so we have fellowship with one another, that means us with God and God with us. So I suppose the question is it too much that John says we have fellowship with God as God has fellowship with us? It seems as if we are being put on the same level as God, us and God together, one with another. Well, really no, because there is a condition placed on this arrangement. There's an if. If we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with God as one with another. Note also what John says, and this is such a significant change. It's not a small change, it's a significant change, which, to be honest, is amazing. What John says is this: he does not say, as he is light, but interestingly, he says, as he is in the light, as he is in the light. What is John showing us? What is he thinking now with this change? What John is saying is that the same clear, pure, holy characteristic surrounds us both. We walk in the light in which God is. We walk in the light of his own pure truth, his own holy nature. The light that he is in which he dwells, is his own light. He is this light which he is himself. And in that light he dwells, is enthroned. He sees and knows and surveys and judges all things. So not only is he this light, he dwells in this light, his light. And so amazingly, we walk in that same light. We dwell and walk in the very same light that he dwells and walks in. Before the cross and the resurrection and the ascension, before that, well, we read, there's an interesting verse in Exodus. When they're at Mount Sinai, the Israelites, the people of God are at Mount Sinai, Exodus 20 verse 21, we read this, that the people stood far off while Moses drew near to the thick darkness where God was. As I said, that was then, but now it is different. How is it different? Because now it is all light. We have been brought into that light. We are no longer in that darkness, that thick darkness. We live and walk in that light, with God, in fellowship with him, in the same light. Too much to take in? Too much to comprehend? Well, remember, firstly, it is true, and secondly, we need to believe it. But don't worry, we're only in the first 7 verses, and John will continue to put all this together for us. Until tomorrow, we will look more into this. Take care and God bless.